Black Fatigue was a book written by Murray Francis Winters, basically about how, because of all the turmoil and, with the racism and slavery and hundreds of years of slavery after slavery, another 100 years of Jim Crow after going through all that, black people are just tired. You know what I'm saying? It's just going through all the stuff that, our ancestors have went through it and got to a point where, we just, it wears down on our soul. That's what Black Fatigue is. You know what I'm saying? It was a book, written by, a lady. I don't understand how white people then change the meaning. Like that shit is crazy. Is it demonic? Is it like I just don't understand, man. Now they trying to change the meaning. They making all these memes and posts or whatever talking about, we really are tired of Black Fatigue. It's the ratchetness, the this and that and that and that. Yeah, it really is Black Fatigue. Like, yeah, it is Black Fatigue, but not from what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you talking about. They just took the two words Black Fatigue and they just in their mind it meant, oh, I'm tired of black people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what that shit mean, though. Like, these people are fucking idiots, man. You know what I'm saying? The world dumb as fuck, man. You even got black Republicans making videos talking about, yeah, Black Fatigue, man. We just tired of it. Some people tired of it. Like, man, shut the That's not what Black Fatigue is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a book, basically talking about, oppression of black people. And because of all the stuff we done went through, it just bears down on our soul and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. It ain't, oh, man, we see black people on TV so much now we tired of it. Like, what, man? Come on, dog. Like, Slim, man, on some real shit, dog. I feel as though Martin Luther King, man, and a lot of people during the civil rights era, they fought for the wrong thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we fight for equal rights, cool. Yeah, we should have equal rights. We've been on this land longer than you. You know what I'm saying? You got, black people who got blood in them that can trace back hundreds, maybe even thousands of years, man. But at the very least, hundreds of years on this land, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all not going to come over here, take shit over and then say that, we not the same, we not humans and all that. Yeah, you fight for equal rights. But fighting for integration, man, I don't really know if that's the right move, man. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, man, I really think, like, you see how the red Native Americans, they have their own lands. You know what I'm saying? They was giving reparations. They giving land, and they govern their own land. I don't think you can come on their land without permission and all that. It's stuff you gotta go through. At one time, black people in this land was classified as Native Americans too, and then they reclassified as Negroes. You know what I'm saying? I think any black person who can trace their lineage back at least to the 1800s, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that can trace their lineage back to the 1800s, 1700s in this land, I think you should have your own, like, space. We should have our own, like, I don't know if it's like a few states in the South or whatever that's just like, oh yeah, this is Black American land right here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be schools that's ran by Black Americans, hospitals ran by Black Americans, police departments ran by Black Americans, and it's just everything is Black American. Just like how the Native Americans got they shit. And also, I feel as though white people, if you could trace your lineage back to this country, to the 1800s, you know what I'm saying? You also should have your own land this is just for the white people that can trace their land, the real people who consider themselves Americans, people that didn't just come over here, they last generation or they grandparents just migrated over here and now you saying you American. Nah, people that's been over here for hundreds of years, man, decades and decades upon decades. Y'all too should have y'all own land just for y'all, where y'all govern y'allself, and then that's just y'all shit. And then you can have like the mass majority of the land of America is, everybody, like immigrants that come over here legally, you know what I'm saying, migrants that come over here legally, black Americans that don't just want to be on some black American shit, they want to mingle with everybody, white Americans that want to mingle with everybody, then they could all, because it might be, or you might have a black American that's pro-black, but it might be some land that's in like a community where it's for everybody, that he just like that area better and you want to live in that land, cool. But if you ain't black, you can't be in these FBA lands. If you ain't white, you can't be in these white lands. I mean, you could visit, but you can't live there. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if you Mexican or you whatever, and you saying that, this your land and all that, will prove that you was here in the 1800s, and then, y'all have y'all section too. But if you can't, then you gonna be in a section basically living like how we live now, where you could basically live wherever, supposedly you're supposed to be able to without problems. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think, black Americans should have their own space in this country, man. But we don't have to, because, it's just like, because you do have a lot of white people that they say that they don't want to be around blacks. They don't want to deal with blacks and all that. Hey, why should they be forced to have to? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, we should have been fighting for our own community, even though, we know that they destroyed Black Wall Street, other cities we had or towns we had, they under lakes and shit now, and they destroyed our shit, but we should have been fighting for them not to destroy our shit. We should have been fighting, going to war for that shit, so we could have our own spaces. And then you won't have to deal with, then when we have our conversations, when we talking on some black shit, and one of them people invade, we like, dog, we on our own shit. Like, why are you over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you in our discussions, talking about our shit? Like, go over there. If you don't want to be around us, then why is you over here commenting on our shit? We over here doing what we doing. You go over there, do what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't think we should have been fighting for integration like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. The people that wanted to integrate, listen, man, everybody in this country should be pro-America. That's first thing. I don't care if you black, white, Asian, whatever. If you live in this country, you should be on some American shit. All that dual, allegiances and all that shit. Nah, dog. You know what I'm saying? We need Americans on American shit. Just like with our politicians, man. We don't need politicians that come from other countries, that have allegiances to other countries. They supposed to be representing us and speaking for us. That shit makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So everybody should be on some American shit for sure. If we got to come together and go to war, we do that. But the people that want to be separated, if you're a real American and you've been here for hundreds of years, you should have your own land where you can be separated. You know what I'm saying? The people that don't want to be separated, they can live in the communities where, everything is integrated. But yeah, man, black Americans should have their own schools, hospitals, should have their own police force, should have, that's just what it is. How y'all feel about that?